Yeah, thanks for having me again. Yeah, my presentation builds upon some of the stuff I talked about 2 years ago. Beyond Unicode, emoji and other signs. Yeah, honestly, I still feel much more familiar with emoticons than with emoji. Yeah, I did a emoji project with my colleague Benedikt Groß that is still haunting me. So that's where I got in touch with Unicode, but my interest is also about icons, all the stuff beyond Unicode, which looks like a jungle still. Yeah, there's no standards beyond Unicode emoji and what you have on your keyboard. So yeah, how to deal with that jungle? Should we just leave it alone? Yes, maybe, but maybe it could also make sense to further advance the use of icons and take a look what would an ideal format or system look like. So I have nothing to present that is done, just thoughts and bits and pieces, honestly. Yeah. So that's the things I'm going to talk about, a little bit of history. Yeah, what happened before Scott and the emoticon until today. Yeah, the daily hassle, the problems with the use of icons and emoji technology. Maybe font formats can be an inspiration for the next steps. A rough concept. The context, Edgar Logical will also be featured, what tools and what projects are already available, and an outlook. Yeah, honestly, I mess up these words regularly, I'm sure Google also does, Google material icons are now called material symbols. So what is these words about? We switched from symbols to letters a long time ago, and then weird stuff happened 20 years ago when the emoji appeared. Yeah, that's the way I sort it for myself. For me, symbols have always been there. We don't know the pioneers, and they were used for all sorts of things in the caves. Maybe it was infographics, maybe it was just for entertainment, we don't know. But interesting, like 3,000 years ago, mankind switched from ideograms, pictograms to letters. And just 100 years ago, with isotype, Gerd Arns, Otto Neurath, Marie Reidemeister, the modern pictograms were invented for infographics mainly. Pictograms were also heavily used in wayfinding systems after World War II. Pioneers, of course, Department of Transportation, AIGA and Otto Eicher. But the real explosion came in the 80s with the emoticon, icons, interfaces, and 2000 roughly emoji for communication, expressing feelings. And that's how they typically look like. A wingding symbol, a classic pictogram, icons, they're not as pixely anymore. And emoji, full color 3D. But in the end, they are all just glyphs. With my Netto font, I took that approach a bit further, but that's something I would not recommend. It's much stress. So other people do similar things with global fonts, but it's a lot of work. So it's another topic. So we'll just move on quickly to our OpenMoji project, which I started with my colleague Benedikt in 2018. Many collaborators inside and outside our university. Rodrigo, thanks for your effort. Really cool. And it's an open source emoji library with advanced search functions. And yeah, it works pretty well, but we have some constraints. Yeah, we even made an app for iPhone where you can select, copy, paste emoji, but you can't use them in a message, yeah, because there's only one font that can be used, and that's Apple Color Emoji. We have a font that works on desktop, yeah. Was a huge hassle, yeah. Also other topics. It's built from thousands of SVG files. That's the interface, yeah. And that's the problem, yeah. How to select. The problem is also with my font Netto. Yeah, it's a bit more handy, but still, yeah, not the perfect interface to select one of these little symbols. Yeah, and that's main problem still, yeah. Where is this damn icon I'm looking for right now? And there are other problems still with yeah, icons, emoji, symbols. Yeah, in search of a heart, I can ask PowerPoint, give me a heart. And yeah, okay, interesting. Some of these are not hearts, but have to deal with a heart. Streamline icons, some really nice icon libraries. They have 10,000 results for heart in pro and free sets, which is nothing compared to the Noun project. Last Tuesday, they had 77,861 hearts. Yeah, you can browse a long time to find the right heart. And another problem, yeah, what exactly does this symbol stand for? Okay, anatomical heart, but what does this one mean here? A hand? Did I a donor heart? I don't know, yeah. If you're lucky, you can ask Wikipedia, yeah. That's also good. You can read now very long about the heart, the symbol, the history. That's my favorite part, how to construct a heart. Yeah, I think that phenomena is called procrastination. Yeah, I just wanted to type a heart. Maybe you're lucky and the heart is included in Unicode. Yeah, then things become clear. Yeah, these are the hearts available in Unicode. Green, yellow, purple, whatever. Check. Yeah, here the meaning is clear and they're included in the standard. But yeah, it might happen your symbol, I don't know, yeah, the broken heart with a wheel, it might be not in Unicode, so maybe it might be in the private use area or in one of the standards, but these standards, nobody knows them except for some professionals. So yeah, there are many icons not yet included in Unicode. You have still the baby bottle, still the lotion bottle, but yeah, 2 years later, still no bottle, let alone a generic vessel for everything. So there is a lot of stuff not included in Unicode. And yeah, maybe this is the reason why everybody always starts from scratch when designing a new icon system. I worked for different companies and they have hundreds, thousands of icons in custom libraries. And yeah, as Google and as Apple, they don't care about Unicode or standards when it goes beyond emoji. Apple, for example, yeah, they have a section automotive with these icons. Google doesn't have automotive at all. They just have transportation, completely different naming, completely different symbols. So there's no interoperability. Also, it's a pain to use these icons. Yeah, it's complicated in handling and there's hardly any choice of styles, which I find sad, but which is not the topic of my talk here. But maybe the handling, we can get some inspiration from font technology. There was some really good evolution in font formats in the last decade. And that was a blog post from I love typography 2014. Designers ask Adobe for a better user interface for type. And that's what they got. Yeah, it's still the same mess. Yeah, you have to click here, the context menu, open type, format variations. Ah, here is the alternate L or the alternate ampersand. Yeah, it's the same mess than 10 years ago, but Adobe delivered this one. Yeah, a pop-up where you can get the alternates directly. So I'm fine with that. Thank you, Adobe. Um, Another example, before 2012, yeah, 11 fancy fonts for the whole internet. Okay, not okay from a designer's perspective. So when the World Wide Web Consortium invented a new standard called WOF, the Web Open Type Font Format, Web Open Font Format, they didn't invent it just, as they technically, they also asked these type designers here, Tal Lemming, Eric van Blokland, and Jonathan Q, to work together with them. And yeah, web fonts are cool. Works. Meanwhile, Emoji evolved, but I have the impression that the evolution came to an end in the last few years. Yeah. Here in 2018, when we started our project, we had to do a lot of emoji, but the number of new emoji approved each year is going down. Good for us, yeah. Maybe sometimes we can have stay in peace, but I have the rough impression that emoji development came to a halt, and on the other hand, the big tech companies are doing their own thing. Yeah, Emoji Kitchen by Google. Yeah, you can combine a whale with, I don't know, paprika and pepperoni. Yeah, that only works with Android and Google. Apple is doing the 3D Memoji thing and other stuff. Yeah, Unicode, who cares? So yeah, it's just a concept. Yeah, rough ideas. What I have in mind during the last years. When you translate from a language, this language to that language, you could use a dictionary, a lexicon, yeah, on paper, or you use a translation app. And then you can choose, yeah, is it le chat or yeah, the cat or whatever. When you want to translate a symbol into a language, then yes, you can use Google search or Bing or whatever. You can consult Unicode. You can flip through the 77,000 hearts on the noun project, or you can take a look at the big text symbol systems. But I have the impression, yeah, that is not the end of history this time. So I just looked at categories. Yeah, in emoji on the right, you have like 9 main categories and 40 to 50 subcategories. Henry Dreyfus and the symbol source book, they had many more. Yeah, maybe we could also sort them in even fewer categories, like on the left, symbols, people. But yeah, that's really a philosophical question, how to sort the world. Maybe we can also deal with major word classes, nouns, things, verbs for adjectives. I don't know. And yeah, maybe we don't have to solve that one because, yeah, I'm pretty sure one type of classification is not enough for the jungle of symbols. So why not browse by categories, even different sorts of categories or use cases? Yeah. And why always show hundreds and thousands of symbols? Yeah. It's the same pain on my smartphone, yeah. I always use the same 10 or 20 emoji and the rest I never scroll so far to the right. So yeah, I want to see only essential symbols for messages, for example, or wayfinding, or interfaces. So yeah, the layout is not done yet, but yeah, browse by category. or by use case, or by special application. And yeah, what are the 20 most common icons used for interfaces? It's not those, it's just a dummy, so I don't know, but commonly used, yeah, in interface. Also, I don't know, I told in a session, yeah, a friend of mine, she made all the icons for Mercedes-Benz, Daimler buses, and it's like 3,000 icons in the Daimler buses. They have technical stuff in there, too difficult to translate, but those would be all maybe, but not commonly used. So if I click on this one, I don't know what it means actually. Yeah, no idea. But I would interpret it as an action button. Yeah. Then the detail page is to show all the components, of course. Yeah, what are the elements? Okay, it's an arrow combined with a tray. And there's two versions, arrow pointing up or down. And yeah, it's really a sketch. These are alternatives. Yeah, I think on Apple it still looks like this one, or it looked like that one. And that was a cool thing here. Share, yeah, but it's not used anymore. I didn't see it in years. You share one thing to two other people. Also, okay, honestly, nobody knows what this symbol exactly means. But that should be described here and should be discussed. Yeah. In the ideal world, I would imagine this to be something like Wikipedia for symbols. Yeah, or the arrows in Unicode, yeah. There are arrow variations, etc. Yeah. It should be anatomical tree with arrows, yeah, with the different forms, which directions, etc., etc. Or a heart, yeah. You can show different states of a heart. It can contain different things, or it could be combined with different things, and then the meaning completely changes. Yeah, and I don't know, maybe the human organ should also be there, but yeah, it's just a sketch. But that's the important stuff. It should have built-in semantics, please. So I'm not the only person dealing with these sort of questions, so just some examples that I find interesting. There are many more, but I only have 20 minutes. I don't know when I started, okay, but I will try to talk even faster. Yeah, I still love Shapecatcher. 2011, it's a hobby project from a guy called Benjamin Milde. I still love it. Why is that stuff not included in the operating systems? Okay, my face I drew was not expressionless, but Google or Apple could improve it, yeah. Or here, yeah, okay, Google did auto draw. Yes, I meant a smiling emoji. I didn't mean a cookie. This is AI powered. That was a cool concept by a student from Germany, Hannah Witte. It's not online anymore, I think, but yeah, variable emoji. If you know a variable fonts, yeah, with a slider from thick to thin, that's the technology. That's what could be done with it. And here, yeah, Edgar, yeah, a milestone logical font from 2018. Yeah, Edgar put a huge effort in the system. It automatically translates words from different languages into symbols. But yeah, Edgar is the pioneer. That should not be in the font, but in the system, the database. Slack, yeah, Slack is okay. Yeah, sometimes Slack is too many messages, but I like Slack, but I wasn't able to get a sun in Slack. I can get sunny, but not the sun. But it's implemented in Slack already in a proprietary way. There's even, yeah, the emoticons in Slack, but these are also not standard. It's just works in Slack. So that's a new tool I just discovered last week. Marcin Vihari, I think he's working at Figma. Brilliant tool, but it's all only Unicode. So either you go Unicode or you go custom. There is no comprehensive and flexible dictionary or system or whatever available. Maybe there is a reason for that. It's just too complicated. Yeah, here I'm only a hobby philosopher, but I never could agree with here Mr. Hegel. Yeah, what is real is reasonable. Okay, maybe it is reasonable now, but because we don't have anything better. But yeah, standardization worked for letters and for emoji. Yeah, emojis seem complicated, but it's only around 3,000 glyphs. The letters and characters of the world's writing systems, they contain roughly 150,000 glyphs in 150 scripts, which are sorted in 300 blocks. That works, yeah. Okay, problem is, would it also work with an infinite number of glyphs that are not clearly categorizable? Yeah, Babylonian stuff. We'll see. At the moment, yeah, the problem with these proprietary icon systems, it's just SVG image files. Yeah, there's no header available. It's all individual glyphs with no connection to each other. Imagine typing a text using SVG files. Yeah, is that the way you would like to do it? Probably, hopefully not. Well, okay, you could choose a different font for every letter. That would be cool. No, don't do it. So yeah, when you look into a font file, it's not how do you say, kein Hexenwerk, yeah. It's not magic, yeah. It's just metadata, general information, metrics, etc. And then blocks with Bezier curves one after each other. No magic there. So maybe we could think about something to create something that combines the best of both worlds. That every glyph is still usable individually, still stupid SVG files, but with a reference to the overall system at least. And yeah, a header, it's just metadata, maybe components, and then it could work together or work individually. That's my favorite feature in the app Glyphs that I use for type design. Yeah, this component, I don't know how I called it, but there's a right click, show all glyphs that use this as a component. Check. That's a feature that every icon system should have. Yeah, maybe we could really combine the best of both worlds, something like a font file with the flexibility of individual icon files. It's just an idea, yeah. Maybe the whole system, it could be stored on a faraway server, a single source of truth, yeah, contains the header and the whole system, maybe even a version history, Wayback Machine, and then every user or company or whoever could get an instance, maybe the whole system, but more likely just a small subset of icons, sometimes with individual extensions, and it would be updatable. That would be really, really cool. Yeah, but yeah, it's a tough topic. Things get a bit confusing once you look under the tip of the iceberg. But I think not only confusing, also exciting. There are many good-looking but incompatible symbol systems. So it's really all about the backend, in my opinion. We have to describe the logic of the system to make symbols more usable. So it's really all about the database and the interface of the database. And the only way to make progress here is really, maybe we should also ask some linguists, yeah. I'm not too much into programming anymore. So it is a joint task and it should be something open source. So yeah, maybe it will become a simple platform. Henry Dreyfus meeting the internet. Maybe Unicode could develop an extended standard that also covers not only emoji, but also other symbols.
Nice to meet you.
Sorry, am I too late? Yeah, and in my dreams, it could become a new file format with full integration into every major operating systems. So in Germany, we had a chancellor. He said, anyone who has vision should go to see a doctor. I also don't agree with this. Yeah. If you have visions, you can hire a designer. And nowadays, you can also use AI machine learning. Yeah. Computers hopefully are becoming less dumb. So maybe simple systems might also become smarter. Yeah. Yesterday evening, I I asked ChatGPT, show me all emoji related to gardening, and yes, here they are. And he even he, she, it, I don't know, the thing recommended lotion bottle can be used to represent fertilizers or gardening project. Check, yeah, works. Thank you, ChatGPT. I also asked for the hospital, yeah, icons for healthcare thing, and everything in there. Or do you miss anything? Now that's the test. What is missing here? It's inside you. Yeah, it didn't give me the organs, yeah. I had to ask again, yeah, which human organs are available as emoji? And here are the human organ emojis that I don't bring into connection with healthcare yet. And okay. And now look in the German version. These emoji represent different parts of the human body. Other organs like, oh my God, how was it called? The liver and the kidneys, maybe, yeah. That Suhan He, yeah, is fighting for, yeah, not available at the moment. So I don't know why it's different in German, but yeah, that's it. I'm done for now. Thank you. I hope I am still in time. Yeah, if you're the head of a CEO of a big tech company, or if you have unlimited financial resources, don't hesitate to contact me for this project. But also if you have just some feedback, thank you.